Hello and welcome back to the latest edition of the MotoGP Fantasy Preview Live. This one, of course, is for Indian GP, the first ever Indian GP, and of course it's round 13 of the MotoGP World Championship. So it's certainly going to be an interesting weekend here in India, of course, the very first time that we head to the Bud International Circuit. We've already seen today lots of activity around the circuit. If you go to MotoGP Instagram, you'll see some videos of the riders dancing around as well, and Marco Bezzecchi floating around in the background there as well. And speaking of Marco Bezzecchi, he is going to be our guest on for today. So we'll bring Marco in and say a warm welcome to him. Hi Marco, how are you?
Hello everyone. I'm okay. You?
Yeah, very good, thank you. It's good to see you. Of course, last time we saw you in Misano, you had a bit of a hand injury that was quite sore. Just how is that hand? Is it a little bit better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better, but still, unfortunately, I have a bit of pain. I have a big hematoma inside my bones, which went a bit wrong, a bit worse after the race weekend in Misano. So it's creating me a bit of pain, but I'm sure that step by step will improve and I will feel better.
Yeah, we hope so too as well, Marco. Of course, now in India for the first time, we've seen already today that there's lots going on around the circuit. Just how has it been in your first day there at the Bud International Circuit?
Well, not too bad, to be honest. The paddock is fantastic. It's very big and well organized, and the temperature, of course, is very hot. But we knew it already before to come here. The track looks amazing. I can't wait to ride, to be honest. Walking on it looks fantastic. It's difficult to judge for the safety points, but looks good. So tomorrow evening I will tell you a certain vote for the circuit.
Have you managed to play the circuit in any video games, maybe in the MotoGP game or a car simulation game at all?
Yeah, I tried MotoGP and was good. It's difficult, the game. I'm not very good on it, but the track is fantastic.
Well, I'm sure you'll be better in real life, Marco. Now, of course, we do need you to help us a little bit today with our MotoGP Fantasy team. So we'll bring that in now. And at the minute, our team stands as Luca Marini, your teammate, is in gold, along with Maverick Vinales. And then in our silver riders, we have Pol Espargaro and Miguel Oliveira. We also have Ducati, which obviously works very well for you, as the constructor. And the team is Aprilia Racing. We do have a little bit of budget left to make some changes if we do want to. Of course, you're not in the team, and I imagine that you'll want to bring yourself into the team. But before we look at some of the list of riders, Marco, obviously new circuit, no one's ever been there before, so it's going to be a bit of a lottery as to who's going to gel with the circuit very well. But which riders stand out to you as the ones that might adapt to the circuit quicker than most?
Well, it's difficult to say. As you said, the first time on a new racetrack, you never know what to expect. I think that maybe Luca will be fast to learn the track because he's very good on it, to learn quick. So maybe Luca can be a good choice. Of course, also Maverick, but every rider that is here is very good, so it's difficult to make a change. I would say that maybe I would like to put myself in, exchanging me maybe with or Paul or Miguel, because we need how much is the budget that we have?
So we have 2.6 million remaining. So if you wanted to take Paul out, that would put you up to 4 million that you would have. The price of yourself is 3.5 million, so you'd have enough just by doing Paul. But if you wanted a little bit more money to make more changes and bigger changes, you could take Miguel out, who is 2.5 million. So really,
I would like also to change the team. I would like to put my team in.
Okay.
How much is my team?
Well, Aprilia's 3.1 and VR46 are 3.2. So we can do that straight away.
It's expensive. Eh?
Well, it's a good.
It's
team.
expensive, my team. It's very expensive. Well, I would change Paul.
So let's do
but
the team
maybe I
first.
don't have enough money after.
Well, let's change poll. Let's take poll out. And then we can put yourself in because we have 3.9 left. And that would be our 2 changes. We can't make any more changes from there. What we can do though, Marco...
we cannot.
No.
We
but
can't
what we
change.
can do is...
Okay.
The Gold Riders score double the points of the Silver Riders. So at the minute, you're a Silver Rider, and you would only score kind of half the points that maybe Luca would score. So you could always put yourself into Gold if you wanted to, and either change yourself for Maverick or for Luca.
No, I keep everything the same.
Are you sure?
It's too complicated. Yeah. I prefer to keep like this.
Okay, so if we keep it like this, then that is good for us. It's a strong team, of course. There is one final thing that we could do, okay? I haven't actually explained this to you yet, but we have one final MotoGP Fantasy boost down here. We're allowed to use 3 a year, and we've already used 2 of them. What this will do is double the points of any rider that you wish to choose it for. So say this weekend, if Maverick scores, 40 points, for example, but you boost him, then he will score 80 for you. Okay? So you could boost yourself, but if you boost yourself,
But after,
I'd recommend
if I
to
use
put you in gold.
if I use this, then it's done for everyone left for the last races, no?
It is, yeah.
So if I use it, no one can use it anymore.
No, it would be gone.
I want to use it.
So, do you want to boost yourself? If you do want to boost yourself, I recommend to put you into the Gold Rider.
Because I have a double of points
Yeah.
already in gold.
Yes.
No, then I boost. I don't want to put myself in gold. I don't want to have this pressure. Because
Don't
after
worry.
you put all the Instagram stories and
True, yeah, this is a very good point, yeah.
I prefer to boost. Maverick. I think Maverick is really fast in the last couple of races. He missed maybe something in the race, but I try to boost Maverick.
Okay, so let's boost Maverick then. So if we click on here and we can go to boost. So Maverick is boosted. Now, Maverick in the last GP did score a healthy chunk of points. He scored 23 points in
23.
Misano. But I think GP before that, he scored something similar. 44 points.
In Barcelona, he made
he did very
really
well.
good.
So you can see his form here as well. He's been in the top 6 for the last 3 races. But of course, Marco, you've been on the podium twice in the last 3 races. So obviously doing quite well at the minute. Now, of course, Marco, we have to...
We have not a lot of money left now.
No, not a lot. Only 400k left, which in the MotoGP world doesn't buy you a lot, I imagine. So, Marco, of course, this weekend, a little bit of an unknown, as we already said already, going to a new track. But if we had to ask you to predict the podium for the Sunday Grand Prix, just in MotoGP, who would you say?
Well, allora, it's difficult because it's a new track, but of course I would like a lot to be on the podium.
Yeah.
So I put myself in. At the end, maybe I will decide the position, but for the moment I just put myself in because I would like to do it. Then this track, I think, is there are some points that are quite similar to Austria for the slow corner, but also long straight after the slow corner. So Pecco and Brad, they were really fast in Austria. So for sure Pecco. And but I don't know. Maybe Brad, but also maybe Maverick or Orge. Orge was very fast, so
It's tricky
I don't know.
decision.
I put Pecco, Jorge, and Brad.
Okay,
Not me.
bad. So not too much pressure on yourself this weekend at all.
Yes, yes. And
Finally,
the position,
Marco, oh yeah, go on.
maybe Brad first,
Oh, yeah.
second Pecco, and third Orge.
Okay, interesting. So the KTM going for the win this week. Not piling the pressure on the Ducati riders at all this week.
Yeah.
Finally, Marco, we just wanted to ask you finally about some news that came out this week, of course, with Franco Morbidelli, your good friend who will be joining Ducati next year on the Pramac machine. How excited are you about that? But also, Frankie's a very good rider, and how do you think he would go on that Ducati next year?
Well, I'm very happy for him. First of all, he deserved to have another chance. I think he showed some very good races in the past years with Yamaha, but unfortunately, as soon as he jumped on the factory team, he couldn't perform in the same way. But everyone know that he's a very good rider and a very fast rider, so he deserved a second chance, let's say. And I think that Pramac and Ducati they made a very good choice on him. I think he will be fast, he will be competitive. I hope he can show again some good speed because he's a very talented rider. I train with him and he's very fast every time, so I think he can do the same on the MotoGP again. So yeah, very happy for him.
Very good. Well, we're glad to hear it. This weekend, Marco, make sure you enjoy it out there. Of course, brand new circuits are certainly going to be quite a challenge. But more than that, just enjoy India and the whole paddock experience out there because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, I will. I will do it. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Marco. Good luck this weekend,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you later.
Thank you.
So then this is going to be Marco Bezzecchi's team for this weekend at the Indian GP, the inaugural Indian GP in MotoGP. He's kept his teammate in at gold. He didn't want to put himself into gold, even though we did try to push him to put himself into gold. But no, he's kept with Luca Marini and Maverick Vinales. He has used the last boost that was available to us in the fantasy team here. So gone for Maverick Vinales on that. Certainly not a bad choice indeed with Maverick's recent form. Of course, then he's brought himself into the silver team, used up a bit more budget to bring him in, but Marco at 3.5 million, while he's one of the more expensive riders, he's certainly not too astronomically expensive at the moment. Miguel Oliveira stays in the team as well at 2.5 million for the RNF MotoGP team, and then also Ducati as the constructor and the change to bring Muni VR46 in for the team. Now, if you're watching along, we do have to tell you one important thing this week. We do have another new league for you to join. If you click down to join a league here in the league tabs, you'll see right at the top we have this MotoGP Flyaways league. If you join this league and you finish at the top of it at the end of the season, there are 2 grandstand tickets available as well as a GoPro Hero 11 Black up for prizes. So certainly not a bad one to go and join. So make sure you go and join this. As you can see, everyone's on 0 points, so it's a clean slate. Start from fresh from this weekend. So if you've been struggling so far, maybe you can turn it around in the last 8 races and we'll see how we go. So that is going to be it then here from the MotoGP Fantasy preview for the Indian GP. It's going to be a very, very fun weekend, of course. We look forward to seeing the bikes on track for the first time in India and see all the fans flood through the gates and into the grandstands to see the spectacle unfold. Make sure you enjoy the action, and if you're watching along from Europe, make sure you set those alarms nice and early because it is going to be an early start. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll speak to you later.